The party
Guy
was lame to me.
Fieri.
Fieri.
This is the fun.
Yeah.
So they're trying to track him down. Mora's at the party.
I just want to say, you are never allowed to pick the freaking theme for anything again. Okay. Albuquerque, fire truck. We're just yelling out words now? What's going on here? Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of BS Drunk Movie Reviews. This is a weekly podcast, and we do upload the video version of this to our YouTube channel, so be sure to check us out there. My name is Matt, and as always, I'm being joined by my co-host and sister, Vetta.
Hi, guys.
Hey, you. How are you?
I'm excellent. How are you this evening?
I'm pretty good.
Awesome.
Yes. All right. So on this episode, you guys, we are going to be talking about the movie What Lies Beneath. Now, I don't know about you, Vetta, but when, Vetta, did you see this movie in theaters when it came out?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't see it in movie theaters either.
This was way too much out of my realm.
Oh, gotcha.
This was like a mom movie.
Oh, okay. Well, I just have to tell you right now, when I saw it, loved it when I saw it the first time. And then I suggested it to you because I had seen that it was on Netflix and it was like leaving soon. I was like, oh, we need to review that because I want to watch it again. I love that movie. And even though I had already saw it, when it got to the end, I was just like, oh no, and everything. So, okay. So, all right. So you hadn't seen it. All right. But before we get started talking about
this
this
movie. Did you see it in theater?
No. I was like a freshman in high school or whatever. Okay, so but before we get started,
and there are no boobies in it, so you wouldn't have gone to the theaters for it.
So lame. Okay, so before we get started on talking about this movie, we are going to ask the most important question of the night, and that is, what are you drinking?
I went with the good old reliable, delicious, dirty Shirley.
Hey Shirley, how you doing, girl?
I was at a restaurant the other night and I was sitting at the bar and I ordered a dirty Shirley, and a guy like at the other end of the bar goes, "What's a dirty Shirley?"
Well, I have something to tell you.
It's delicious.
That's what it is. Exactly. She's a whore. That's who she is. Okay. I'm just having a glass of white wine because I was like, yeah, I was like, well, this
Michelle Pfeiffer is always drinking the white wine in this.
Yeah, exactly, and she's very Crabtree and Evelyn, which I love that about her and everything. And then I do have a backup, which is just a little bit of some black vodka.
And Coke. Yeah, I have a rum and Coke too.
Yeah, because I grabbed the black vodka. I was gonna try to make a drink out of it, but then I was all like, it's fine by itself, and it looks like fucking, dark water. So I'm all like,
I started with the rum and Coke, so I gotta finish it up. But I made the dirty Shirley, so it's my backup.
I feel you. All right, well, let me pull this movie up, which I did not have ready. Okay, so this movie starts off with Michelle Pfeiffer in the bathtub, and I just want to say real quick, number one, love their house, but number two, I hate bathtubs like this. I don't like standalone bathtubs. I just hate
you don't like a nice claw foot bathtub?
Nope.
Oh, I love them. I don't use them. Like I go, if you're gonna have one of these, you should have a separate shower because these are very tall and I'm very short. So getting in and out of those is like I need a step stool.
Yeah, I don't care. You just can't.
They're very aesthetic.
No, who gives a shit about aesthetics? I need fuckability. Now, come on.
I'm not gonna take a bath anyways. A bath is like human dirt.
Oh yeah, no, ew, baths, gross. No, but when you take a shower, also the curtain surrounds you, and I'm afraid of getting like suffocated by it, like the steam.
Oh, that's what you're afraid of. I'm afraid of if I needed to shave my legs and I leaned up against the curtain.
You take the whole thing with you. That's so she's drying off the mirror and everything, and she's preparing herself because she wakes up her daughter.
And you have not had to experience this part of life yet. I have experienced this 3 other times. I'm getting ready to, in the fall, having to experience it the 4th, and it is the dreaded move your child into college day.
Yes, I'm not excited about it, but I've got way more time than you do. So they wake up they wake up Caitlin, which is her daughter, and she's all like, "Wake up, sleepyhead! It's time to go to college and everything." And she's going through the thing, and she's watching her neighbors, and they're outside having
who are
fun.
fighting in the front yard, and I am totally like Michelle Pfeiffer's character. I am like,
girl. Right I was like, Michelle. I feel like me and Michelle would be friends in this movie because I'm all like, she is the nosiest neighbor, and I'm all
later
like,
when she calls her friend. And she's got her friend on the phone, and the friend is asking questions. First
and
of
the
all,
binoculars. And I'm like, girl.
First of all, the only downside is the friend's not in the car on her way over, like saying, "I'm coming over with a bottle of wine. I'm bringing my own binoculars and the snack."
Exactly.
Let's do this.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so she's watching her neighbors fight, and then I like how she's all like, "I'm gonna make waffles." So she's like, blueberries and everything. So she's getting ready. And Norman here is all like, you ready? And she's like, mm-hmm.
This movie did make me, after seeing that, I did want waffles, but
yeah, who doesn't love waffles? Communists. Anyways, okay, so
I mean, I have to eat gluten-free waffles, but they're still delicious.
Yeah, you and your I'm allergic to gluten nonsense. Okay, so I don't believe you. Okay, listen, it's all fine. We all need attention somehow. We all need to be special somehow. Okay. So she's like, Mom, it's going to be okay. And she's like, Mom. And then she's at college and she's like, Mom, come on, you got to let go and everything. And she's all like,
and her roommate's like, don't worry, I won't let her go to any bars by herself.
Yeah. And everything. No roofies for your daughter. So then she's like, she starts crying. She's like, I almost made it to the car. And I'm all like, sweetie, I would have understood if you started breaking down as soon as you pulled up. Don't it's totally fine. So then she's walking out looking fucking sexy in her goddamn nightgown. God damn, Michelle Pfeiffer, you are looking good. Harrison Ford's not looking too bad either. So he's writing a paper.
This was his prime. This was like Air Force One time, like where he was all like kicking people's asses and things like that.
He's got his dad bod, which I'm digging. Yep. And then, but she looks great in her little, which I don't know how any woman could wear this shit. I don't know how anybody can wear pajamas to bed. It's annoying, but she's pulling it off very well. I'm like, Michelle, you still got it in this one at 2000, year 2000. You still got it, honey. Okay, so he's writing a paper on his big ass. I love his laptop. I love all the computers in this movie. I just want to say that right now.
Oh my God, when she does the dial up later and is on the internet, girl. I remember that. And I'm like, oh my God.
Right. You're dude, I miss the 90s. Okay. So, and the early 2000s, I miss them. Okay, because those were the times. Okay, so she's trying to get laid. She's all like, "Listen, I want you to stick it in me right now. I want you to give me the old in out." And he's all writing his paper. I'm like, "Put your goddamn laptop down, your brick, and give it to the missus and everything." So, and I like how he's all like, "You tired?" And she's like, "Nope." And he's like, "You want to fool around?" I'm like, and she's like, "Yep." And I'm like, "Yeah, give it to her, Indiana Jones." So they're about to get into it, and they hear some fucking going on next door, and I'm all like, "How
full blown
coitus?" Yeah, it is. They are full into coitus at this point in time, and they're all like, "Is that our neighbors?" They are fucking loud, dude, because they're from their house to the other house is like what? 300 feet minimum.
Oh yeah, they're not like share the sugar types of neighbors. It's a little bit of a walk.
Yeah, and so they're all like, and so she's like, don't close it. And he's like, you think we can beat him? I'm like, challenge accepted, buddy. Right? Come on, get it done. You give her the old in out, give her that hot beef injection. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so then
but then it cuts out before you get to see.
You gotta at least do the tasteful side boob and the where you see the dude, like the top of the dude's crack and everything. It's like, come on. And the thrusting. All right. Anyways, so we're getting way too.
Somebody wanted that scene.
Dude, I'm just saying, this is tech. I consider this a horror movie. There's death and ghosts and shit. There needs to be some titty, and they don't show.
See, this is just a thriller. This isn't a.
That's fine. The thriller needs titty. Okay. Anyway, so. Or tasteful side boob. I know. So she's in her daughter's room, and she's like missing her daughter, whatever. She's going through photos and stuff, and I get it and everything. And then she comes across herself when she was younger. And
she was like a really good musician. Like,
yeah, she was
orchestra.
Yep, she played the cello, and she there she is reminiscing about that shit. And we see she's got a best friend in the orchestra or whatever, and she sees this car accident that she was in, in 98, which was a year, which is in this movie. It takes place in 98 or 99 or whatever.
Yep.
So, and then we see, so this is her daughter, and then her first husband, which we'll talk about later when we get to it. But anyways, and then she's reminiscing, and she's out in the garden, and she's on the phone, or she's crying because she misses her, her daughter, and like all this stuff is
she like gets like claustrophobic or whatever and runs outside to get some fresh air and to have a good cry in the garden.
Right.
She loves her roses.
She loves her roses, but then she comes across a crying neighbor. So, and then she's like, hello. And then her neighbor is all like, she runs away. And then her eyeball just pops up and in the fence. And she's like, have you ever, she's like, I can't remember what she says to her, but she's all like, oh, he's coming. And she's like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And I'm all like, whoa, Eowyn, calm down and everything. And so she's running, and you only see the back of her, which I'm all like, oh, mysterious. And her eyeball, you see her eyeball and everything. And I'm all like, that's great. I love it. And then I'm like, you're living next to a bunch of crazy, and I'd be digging it. I'd be like, this is fun. Okay. So then they're sitting there at dinner, and I don't remember what they talk about here, but
they're talking about the neighbors.
Oh, the neighbors. Okay. And he's like, yeah, he's some professor.
He's from the psych department. They're all a little weird.
They're all a little weird. So then hold on a second. I need to take a sip.
So she goes to take a welcome to the neighborhood package.
Which I want to ask you something. Do you do this with your neighbors? Do you take a basket to your neighbors when new neighbors move in?
No, not when new neighbors move in, but I do take Christmas cookies to the neighbors on each side of me and the ones that live directly across the street from us.
We do that too, but we also, when we get new neighbors, we take a welcome basket. Like I go get a basket and everything, and we put some shit.
Well, I haven't had new neighbors since I lived here. We are the new neighbors.
And nobody brought you a welcome basket?
No.
Well, those people are assholes. Okay.
The three couples that live across the street are in like their 80s.
That doesn't make it okay. They can go to the dollar store and get you a basket of bullshit. Anyways, okay. So while she's doing it, she sees like this shoe with a blood stain on it. We haven't determined it. Yeah, we haven't determined that. And then so she leaves because she's all like, they're not home. And her friend Jody,
and instead of leaving the basket, she's like, no, they need to know it came from me.
Yeah, exactly. She's one of those people. She's like, I need recognition for my good deeds, which I'm like, girl, I understand. I get it. You want everybody to know that you're a good person, right? So Jody comes over and she's like, hey, I just came to check on you and how you do. And she's like, I'm doing good. And she's like, well, my astrological bitch gave me this tea, this lotus tea or whatever the fuck it is. I'm like, oh, Jody, you're one of those. I hate one of yous. You guys are annoying. I fucking hate.
And then she talks about her alimony and everything, and she got a new car with her first alimony check.
Yeah, she's like, you like it? And she's like, you think it'll help me pick up dudes? And I'm all like, Jody.
I'm like, you have a vagina. You don't need a car.
You don't need a car. And dudes are not impressed by that shit. I like if a chick pulled up in this car, I'd be like, okay, great. Can we fuck now? Because I don't care. I don't give a shit.
I am pretty sure she probably could walk into a bar, find a guy she likes, walk up to him and go, so I don't want a relationship. I just need to get fucked. Can we do that?
A fat girl could do that and get play. Any girl could do that, even ugly bitches. So she's like, all right, I'm going to go. I'm like, you drove all that way for 5 minutes of like, hope you're doing okay.
We don't know how far she lives. I'm going to assume she lives
they live on the lake. She drove a little bit of ways. Okay.
Yeah, they do have to get across that big bridge.
That big fucking
bridge.
They
live on an island of some sort.
Yeah, which I just want to tell you right now, this house, fucking gorge. I like, who do I got to suck off to get a house like this, Vetta?
Can we just go, first of all, the guy that lives next to him is from the psych department at the university, and he works at the university. Fuck you guys for owning these houses. Bullshit.
Their house, bullshit. His house is nice too. Well,
these houses are fantastic. These are not professor houses.
Well, we do find out that this was
his
Norman's dad's house, but at the same time, I'm like, wasn't your dad a professor too? Like, get the fuck out of here. It's fine.
He was some big researcher, though.
I guess so. Researchers must make a lot of money. So it's nighttime. The power goes out. And she's checking stuff out and everything. And he sleeps
at his lab a lot too during this movie.
Yeah. She's like, Norman. She's like, he's moving a dead body. Get the fuck over here. And Norman's like, what? I don't see anything. And she's
by the time Norman gets there, the car's gone.
The car's gone.
As fuck.
Yeah. And I'm all
he was asleep.
He was asleep. And I'm all like, I just want to like, Michelle, he's sleeping. Leave him alone. He's got a job. You're just at home. Like,
take pictures. Get a camera.
You do this shit at home all day. Nothing. Well, you relate, right? Where you're just watching neighbors throw dead bodies into a trunk and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then she's hopping over, she's looking over, which I love how she looks over this fence like she's the neighbor from, Home Improvement and shit. And it's like, but I'm like, sweetie, you have holes in your fence. Just look through the holes.
Just walk to the end of the fence.
Right, exactly. Right. She just walk around your fence. So she's like, all right, they're not home, and she cuts herself on the rose bush.
She keeps cutting herself on these damn rose bushes that she's so proud of.
Yeah, which I mean, like, they are beautiful and everything. But okay, so every time she goes to this door to open it up, it opens up by itself.
I think she's just forgetful and forgets to latch the damn
That's
thing.
A great point too, because I mean, you know me, I don't believe in all this ghost bullshit. Like, if this shit was happening, I'd be like, I gotta learn to lock this shit. God damn.
Or their dog is a Houdini and knows how to get in and out of the house. Who knows?
Right. So she's fucking with this picture and everything, and the door opens again, and she's like, I just shut this door. And it's like, obviously you didn't, Michelle. Get your shit together. What do you okay?
Like, I'm all for believing in ghosts and everything, but they don't open doors.
You're believing in ghosts. Look at the house. God damn, that house is nice.
It's beautiful. That is a great lake
And they have a dock. Like, get the fuck out of here, Michelle. I'm so angry.
And they have a dinghy to get to their sailboat.
Exactly.
That
oh my God.
Far away in the further in the lake. Like, fuck off, Professor bullshit.
Yeah, which I'm all like, but at the same time, I'm like, good for you. I'm
here for it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great house.
Michelle
I wouldn't say no to it.
Yeah, I'm right, girl. I'm like, how many dicks do I got to jerk off to get this house? Like, okay. Anyway, so she's on the phone, right? And the dog won't get in the water to get its favorite ball, which I'm all like, it's just a tennis ball. I'm pretty sure it's got a favorite, like 50 tennis balls. So while she's rooting around, and I don't know if I can get a good thing of it, but she sees like a face, like an outline of a person, like in a face. She's like, what the fuck is that? And then she gets a call, and she's like, all right, I guess I got to let you go or whatever. And so, see, like, I don't know if you can see it or not. I can't.
It was the husband calling to say he's going to be working late and probably just sleep at the lab. Was that okay with her? Yeah.
So then she's just chilling outside. She's looking for the dog, and she's like, fine, dog. Fuck you. If you don't want to come inside, I'm going to leave you. And I'm like, you're a bad dog owner.
I said that too. I was like, wait, what?
You can't just leave your fucking Beethoven dog outside. What are you doing, Michelle? Like, get your shit to go get some snacks, and you'd be like, yo, Beethoven, get your butt in this house, mister. You need
all I have to do is say treats, and my dogs come running from anywhere.
Yeah. And I just want to say right now, when Psych Professor enters your house, you want a fucking Beethoven to protect. Cujo, get him and everything. So
they say something like 80% of robbers or home invaders are deterred if they hear a dog.
Yeah, or a gun click. Anyway, so okay, so she goes to open the door, and of course it unlatches again, and I'm all like, Michelle, you didn't close the damn door. So then I
really want to say to her, you should just replace that doorknob.
Yeah,
something's not right.
Yeah. So then we get she goes to see the professor
because she got scared. So she goes to the lab.
She goes to the lab, and we find out.
Did you notice the one computer had the early solitaire game on it?
As soon as I saw it, I freaked the fuck out. I was like, oh my God, this movie is everything to me right now. Like, I love the technology. Like, his laptop brought back memories, that solitaire brought back, and good ones too, not just the shitty ones. So then we see these two lab techs, and they're talking about this, I don't know, Salakaphone, and I don't know what it's called, but it neutralizes.
It begins with an H, like how the
Dear listener, you needed to know that just, for reasons. Anyways, so they
in case
give
you want to paralyze somebody.
Exactly. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm all like kind of kinky. You know what I'm saying? For later. Anyways, I'm
I
just
think that's called rape.
not if I want it to happen. Like if I'm like, where's the halotol and everything? So I'm just saying, if I'm willing, I'm down. Anyways, okay, I'm down with the sickness. Although it just looks like pee to me. Anyways, okay, so they give it to this rat, and what it does is it neutralizes you to where you can feel stuff going on, but you can't do anything about it. Like you're just basically just sitting there. Like
it paralyzes your body, but lets your brain keep on firing.
Yeah. You're firing at all cylinders except for movement. Okay, so then she goes and she's like, hey, and he's like, what you doing here? And she's like, I shouldn't have come. I got a little creeped out at the house. I'm silly. Who's a silly goose? This goofball right here.
Oh, I'm just a silly woman. And I got a little scared. I'm so sorry I've bothered you now.
Yeah, you us, like, bitches.
He's like, well, next week when I go to New Haven, I'm going to let the cops know to check on you. And she's like, oh, great. I'm going to be the hysterical wife that they have to be checked on because you can't leave her alone.
Right.
And he literally is like rolling his eyes at her like, because you came to my work.
And then she does this thing where she's all like, oh, and then he mentions something about another professor mentions his father, and she's like, he didn't know he was dead, and he's like, he knew, and she's like, oh, Norman, you're so sensitive about that bullshit, and he's like, you're right, I am. I think that was this part.
I think that's okay to be sensitive about someone, about your parent being dead, anyone being dead.
Yeah, he obviously he has daddy issues, obviously. So why don't you just cut him a little slack, honey? He's obviously the breadwinner.
You're having, what did they call it? Empty nest syndrome or some episodes, empty nester episodes. He's allowed to have daddy issues.
Yeah, okay? You're seeing dead bitches in your lake, okay? So anyway, so the door opens again, and this picture falls, right? And so she's all like, oh man. And so she sees the professor next door leave, and she's like, ooh, I'm gonna go over and deliver this welcome basket. And it's a totally new basket, by the way. She got a smaller basket and everything.
Well, because the flowers in the first one had died, she had to get
the basket. This basket doesn't have a handle like the last one.
I'm just correct.
And which I'm all like, I prefer when I deliver a welcome basket, it's a smaller basket because you don't have to buy so much shit. And so she takes it over. And she's peeking in through the windows, which I'm like, Michelle, oh, me and you would be such good friends, because I don't understand how Jody isn't on the phone with you every 5 minutes figuring out what's going on with your neighbors. I'd be like, what happened with the neighbors? Oh, girl, let me tell you, I went over there. There was a broken plate on the floor.
Like,
what? And a knocked over chair.
It's like a daily podcast before there were podcasts. Like, you're like, all right, where's the next episode? Let's go update.
I'd be like, Jody, they're so backwards. They play solitary with real cards, not on the computer. Weird. Am I right? So anyway, so as she's rounding the corner, the car's back, and she's like, shit, I fucked up. They're back, and she's all trying to sneak past the door.
Like, I'm gonna set the basket down and just quietly walk away.
And she like kind of kicks it a little bit towards the door. She's like, I'm just gonna scoot it towards the door and get the fuck out of here, right? And she's trying to like tiptoe around. I'm like, sweetie, you're getting caught no matter what you do. And of course he's like, can I help you? And she's like, hey, and she freezes, like she's like got caught and everything. She's like, shit. And I'm all like, just play it off normal. And she's like, hey, I'm delivering a basket. Is your wife home? And he's like, I really have to go. And she's all like, when is she going to be back? He's like, I said I have to go. And I'm all like, oh man, he is not interested in talking to you. Like,
and he wasn't interested in the basket either. He was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, which I'm all like, fuck you, psych professor. You're a fucking dickhole.
I'm like, anyways, dude, you don't like free shit?
Yeah, just because you can dick your wife down real good doesn't mean you have to be a fucking dick in real life. Anyway, so, and I did like how she did this thing where she was walking away, where she like did the thing where she like looked over her shoulder and then kind of like moved her shoulder a little bit, like, well, fuck you.
Then she walks around the muddy car.
Right. She's like, you can't even afford a driveway, loser. Anyways, now this is the part where she's got the binoculars, which I'm like, Michelle, if you had
on the phone with Jody. She's got the lights off, which is the only way you spy is with the lights off.
Exactly. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm like the same way. I was like, girl, you did it right here. If you had one of those telescopes, that's the only way you could up your game here. But even then, I'm all like, that's not mobile. You need the binoculars and everything.
Because she gets to move. She can move from window to window and follow him through the whole house with binoculars. A telescope, you're fixed.
Yeah, you're stuck right there. That's more of like
that's more for like if she's spying on someone on the other side at the lake.
Yeah. Like if you're in an apartment complex and you're like looking through windows, then you get the telescope. But here you need binoculars because you need mobility. Anyway,
and she has given Jody a play by
play, which I'm all like, I love every minute of it. This is my football to me. And so she's like, what is he doing now? He's like, she's eating dinner. TV dinner. I'm like, that's the worst, Michelle.
And then Jody's like, all right, well, I gotta go, but keep me posted on if he eats some psychopathic dessert like lady fingers.
Which I'm all like, lady fingers are like a cookie. You can't have those for dessert. Those are only
good with the dessert if they're in the tiramisu.
Oh my God, I was just about to say that. I love tiramisu, by the way. But like if you don't have the cake stuff, you use lady fingers in tiramisu, and that's it. That's the only thing you need. That maybe you can dip them in coffee, but I'm like, that's like for a lunchtime thing. Anyway, so he goes out. He's eating his TV dinner, which I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, what kind is it? Is it like a Hungry Man? What is it? Anyways, did you get the
like a Stouffer's? What's going on?
Yeah, like, did you get the Salisbury steak or the turkey? What is it? I need details, bitch.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. I need details. Okay, so anyways,
Michelle's got to work up more on her details.
Exactly.
She just gave kind of an overview.
Yeah. You're giving me like, not too much, but it's enough to keep me fed. Like yeah. Anyways, okay, so he's all like, he's sitting there.
He remembers the basket.
Yeah, he remembers. He like the light goes off in his head. Like you see it. You see when the light goes off, and he's all like, he's up. And then so he throws the flowers to the side, and I'm all like, hey, those are really nice flowers. You should have kept those. You could have lied to your wife and be like, hey, look what I got you. And he gets the wine out she brought, and then he throws the basket. I'm like, that's a really nice basket. You could have kept that basket too.
You could have taken the basket, bought something for your wife, some potpourri and the flowers, and been like, honey, I missed you.
Yeah, dicked her down again. Like, I'm all like, dude, you don't know how to play the game. I'm sorry.
No, he did not monopolize on an opportunity there.
Exactly. So then
half the work was done for him.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. So then she's looking for him again. She's going through every window and she can't find him. And then the next thing you know, boom, he's right there looking at her. And she's like, oh shit, I'm caught. And then everything. So she ducks down, which I'm all like, Michelle, this is where you fucked up. I wouldn't have ducked down. I just would have stayed staring at him with the binoculars. I'm like, yeah, I'm spying on you, fucker. I'm right here. I'm like, I'm not ashamed. I'm like,
no, I wouldn't have moved at all. I probably would have waved.
Or turn the light. Yeah, turn the light on. Be like, hey, I see you. TV dinner. How do you feed a hungry man? Okay, so then is this was my favorite part. So then she sees the door open. The screen door open on his house, and then she's looking and she sees footprints in her fucking yard. She's like, oh, what the fuck? He's coming to get me. And then Norman shows up and she's like, fucking Norman. And he's like, what are you doing with the lights off? And she's like, what do you mean? He's like, we have to go now, bitch. We need to be there in 15 minutes. She's like,
we have dinner plans.
Yeah. She's like, I will be ready. And we'll be fashionably 10 minutes later, whatever. And I'm all like, oh, I don't know, honey. Like, but at the same time, Michelle, she could have just thrown on a nice dress, put her hair down, and she would have been good to go. Exactly. She could have put on that fucking nightie and she would have been good looking and everything. All right. Anyways. So this phone is giving me everything right now. So I love how she's trying to call to be like, hey, we're going to be late and everything. And she's like, you got to wait till we're in the middle of the bridge, which I'm all like, that's awesome. So they get to the restaurant.
You remember that back in the day where there were dead zones where you were like, you'd be talking to somebody and be like, crap, I'm going to lose you here in a second. I'll call you right back.
Exactly. On your brick phone. And you're all like, hey, listen, but those were the days. Those were the good days. Okay. So anyway, so they get to the restaurant and the woman that she meets is her old friend, Elena.
From the orchestra.
From the orchestra. And we saw her picture earlier in the movie and everything. And she's like, we know each other. And she's dating Norman's friend or whatever.
Some other professor.
Yeah. So then they're sitting there and they're just yakking it up at the dinner table, which this restaurant looks really nice. I would love to go here. Anyways. And so she mentions to the table that they met in the orchestra. Michelle was dating her first husband. And she was a great cellist, and then
captivating, I think is the word to use.
Yep. And then the Norman meant. Now I just want to say right now, even though this was fine, it was kind of a dick move that Norman mentioned that Michelle is seeing ghosts in the house and shit. But
her friend's like, oh, I'm here for it. I believe in all that shit.
Yeah, because that's how you women are. Now fuck that noise. It's a good thing I wasn't there. I'd have been like, yeah, ghosts aren't real. But she's all like, what are you hearing? She's like, I'm hearing voices. And then Norman's all like, I know who it is. And they're like, and even me, when he rewatching this, he's like, I know who it is. Like, well, who is it, Norman? I'm all fucking ears. I'm listening. I'm like, who is it? He's like, it's my old man. He's pissed off at me for
changing the house.
Changing the house. And I was like, oh, Norman, fuck you. I wanted a real story here, not a joke. You're a dick. And everything. So she replaces the glass on the picture. And she steps on a huge fucking shard of glass from this goddamn picture. And I was like, Michelle, you kind of deserve that. You didn't clean up properly.
Yeah.
Like you got to take the bread and you got to press it down and get all the little pieces. Okay. So then while she's doing that, she sees inside the grating this little key. And remember, the key is the key, Vetta. Key is the key.
Well, a key is a key, so that
the key is the key. You know what I'm saying? You gotta listen, Vetta. You gotta listen. Anyways, so I want the knife. Anyways, so okay. So then she's all like, I can't figure out where this key goes to. She's like, oh, fuck it.
But now there's like steam coming out of the bathroom.
Coming out of the bathroom.
She's like, wait, did I turn on the water?
Yeah. So she goes to turn it off, right? And she goes to unplug the thing, and at that, hold on, because I want to play it. When she unplugs the water, she looks over and boom, ghost lady is there, and she's all like, fuck me, and everything.
A bathtub would not let you fill it up that high. They have safety mechanisms in them to prevent them. Because it's like right up to the brim.
Right on. Well, I don't take baths.
I don't either. But you don't bathe your children?
No, they take showers. They're old.
Well, they are older now.
They're old enough for showers, and they take showers by themselves.
We didn't call them showers. We called them kitty car washes.
Okay, well, that's nice. So kitty car washes. They're not fucking automobiles, Vetta. Anyways, okay, you know what? Whatever. I'm not judging your parenting. Your kids you're fine. They're fine. Okay, if they would have ended up weird, I'd be all like, yeah, oh, okay. Well, I can see why I can see. Yeah, fucking weird. Okay. So, so she freaks out, justifiably so. I would have freaked out too if I saw something.
And Norman comes running in.
Yeah. So then Norman's
solution is
just send her to the psycho doctor. he's like
therapy for you.
Yeah. He's like, I love you, but you're fucking nuts and everything.
And I love how she's like, I think he just wants you to like dope me up.
Yeah. So this
doctor, he's like, are you on any drugs? And she's like, well, Valiums.
Yeah. And she's like, which I only take at night and everything. And I love how he offers her candy, which I'm all like a Fireball, which I just want to say they're not. Why did they call them Fireball? It's just cinnamon, and cinnamon's the hot when you just hold it in your mouth for a long time. Anyways, it's fine.
But Fireball whiskey is just cinnamon whiskey. So
that's true too. And it's delicious. Anyways. So she's all like, finally she's all like, there's a ghost in my house. And he's like, and his solution is she's like, what do you think I should do about it? And he's all like, you should contact it. The ghost.
He's like, have a conversation with it. Ask it what it wants. I'm like, I agree.
Yeah, what? No, I don't believe in this bullshit, but even I've watched enough horror movies to know that you don't let the devil get a foothold, Vetta. You do not talk to these things. Once you open the door, Vetta, who knows what comes through?
But if you follow the rules, you're fine.
There's rules.
They're using a Ouija board. There are rules. You can never do it alone. You must always say goodbye.
No, but you're wrong. You're wrong. I don't believe in this shit, and I know more than you. You don't do it at all. You don't. There's no rules. The rules is once you open that door, anything can come through.
Not true.
Anything can come through. Okay. Anyways, all right. So Jody comes over because, of course, Jody is with this big bag of bullshit with her Jasmine.
Jody's just a good friend. She's a ride or die bitch. She's like, you want to have a seance? I'm here for it.
That's a good point too. But wine is involved. So if you get me drunk enough, I'll grab an OG board and do this shit. And I love how she's like, "Where'd you find one?" And she's like, "Kmart." And I was like, "Oh, Kmart! I love Kmart. I remember Super Kmart was the best. Oh my god, it's so good. The things youngsters miss." Okay, so anyways, so. I love how she's like, we would like to. Oh, and I love how she sets down the shoe and she's like, what is that? And she's like, you need something from her. And she's like, is that blood? And she's like, shh, and everything. She's like, okay. Yeah. Which I'm like, no, Jody asks a solid question. Is that fucking blood? Because I want to know. Anyways, okay, so she's like, we would like to commune. And Jody starts laughing because she's like, this is a big bag of bullshit, commune. And I'm like, Jody, you get this. Okay, never mind. I'm here with Jody. Okay, so anyway. So this thing moves after the light flickers a little bit, and then the door opens, and then Buster comes through. The dog
walks in, and they have the right reaction because I would react that same way.
I agree. So then Jody leaves and everything, and she's all like, "Hey, thanks for coming out and everything." It was fucking weird. I don't know what I was expecting, and she's like, "Hey, you wrapped your car around a tree a year ago, honey." And she's like, "Norman just thinks I'm, crazy." And she's all like, "Listen, we're all worried, but you're fine." So she leaves. And then she goes into the house and she's cleaning up the Ouija board and the candle and all that stuff. And she sees the steam coming out of the bathroom. So she goes in and the tub is full again. And she wipes away the mirror and she lets out the thing. And then
she says, "What do you want?" or something like that.
Oh, she's like, "No, who are you?"
Oh, who are you? That's right. She's like,
yeah. And I'm all like, I don't think this bitch knows because she's asking you. I'm like, you don't ask questions you know the answer to. I'm sorry, but
well, she gets into a car accident, so that jumbled up all the stuff in her brain. But she does know deep down.
I get deep down, but come on, like, I'm sorry, like maybe the ghost could be a little bit more sensitive and just like tell her instead of being like, "Oh, bitch, yeah, fucking asshole," and everything. Okay, so I don't know why she's torturing this bitch. This bitch didn't do anything wrong. So when she does that, she goes to the computer. Hold on, I want to show this because the computer has been turned on and it's just typing out the same letters, right? Can you show me the letters now, bitch? Okay, so the letters are F or MEF, meth, and then everything, meth. Okay, so then she's all like, so she goes to Norman and she's like, "Norman," she's like, "I saw it. And he's like, and then I love how he immediately turns it around on her. I'm like, he's like gaslighting her, like,
so hard.
It's so hard, so fucking hard. He's like, "I feel like you're sabotaging me. Are you mad at me for my work?" And she's like, "Norman, this isn't fucking about you, you fucking asshole. I saw a fucking bitch in our bathtub, okay, motherfucker." Like, and everything, but Norman's nervous because he's all like, he's like, and everything. So while they're doing this, she leaves and everything. But and while she's doing it, across the way, she sees Psych Professor, and they're at like there's like a get together or whatever. And so she walks.
She loses her shit.
She embarrasses herself so hard. She's so like, hard. "I know what you did, motherfucker." And he's like, "What did I do?" She's like,
and I love how much Michelle Pfeiffer has committed to this because she is all in and she is 100% like,
yeah, she is down with this. Yeah, she's down with the sickness. She's like, "You murdered your wife." And he's like, "I didn't murder my wife. She's right fucking here." And it's Eowyn from Lord of the Rings. And she's like, What's going on here, darling? And he's like, "I don't know. This bitch thinks I fucking killed you in the bathtub or whatever." And so and then she's all like, I love this look on her face. She's like, "Oh, I fucked up." She's like,
and then the next scene, we're back in therapy.
We're back in there, which I wish that she would just like laugh and play it off. She's like, "My bad. I fucked up. My bad. You guys look great. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll bring over some
the best
cookies."
would have been like, "This is your wife? I thought it was that other lady at your house."
Oh, that would have been so good. All right. So then So then he starts talking to her and she's all like, I know it's because my daughter went off to college. My husband is working a lot. I'm in this house by myself. I have a lot of things to I don't have enough to keep my mind busy. So I make stuff up. And I just want to be like, listen, even though I don't believe in ghosts and shit, I don't think you're making this shit up. You saw like a lady in your
like some shit your husband made up to get you to shut up.
Right. I'm sorry. Like I do believe that, people don't just make shit up off the top of their head to ruin their own lives. Like, I mean, some people probably do, but anyways, and this goddamn door keeps opening up. So I do like that Jody bought her a witchcraft book and alchemy. Get the fuck out of here, Jody. You're not helping the situation.
I would buy this book.
Well, hey, listen, you found those cards, those tiramisu cards. So you need to find that book for me. Okay. So anyways, okay. So in walks over Mrs. What is her name? Fewer. Mary Fewer. I remember now. Okay, Mary Fewer. Because you said Mary. Anyways, she's like, hi. She's like, I wanted to talk to you, because I scared you. She's like, I got upset with my husband. I don't remember his name. And she's like, so I went up north at my mother's. And she's like, Tom, what is the day? Oh, it doesn't matter. He came up and he explained everything.
He brought me my stuff in the storm and tried to make up with me. And I just needed time alone away from him.
Yeah.
Now I'm back.
And she's like, have you ever loved someone so much that just the thought of being away from them causes you physical hurt? And I'm all like, no, no. I mean, I love my wife, but when she's off at work, I'm not all like, I hurt and everything. I'm like, no, she'll be home, in a couple hours. It'll be fine. So, anyways. So then they go off to a party at this old bitch's house and everything. By the way,
it's the president of the university or something, and he needs them to sign off on his new budget or whatever.
Yeah. Which, by the way,
before they go to Europe for a month.
Which I just want to say, I love their house too. I'm all like, oh fuck you, rich people. I fucking hate rich people, but I don't hate them. I'm just jealous.
Old wood houses that have all that old woodwork.
Girl, dude, me and you are on the same boat. I just love all that shit. Okay, so I don't like modern styling. It's like open floor plans. Get the fuck out of here. Okay.
But right away, her husband tells her to avoid the wife because she'll talk your ear off. Yeah. And I'm like, well, that's interesting. My husband would tell me that, and I'd be right up to the wife and put my arm through hers and go, let's have a drink.
Yeah. I'd be like, hey, what do you know? Tell me all about it. I want to hear it. I want to hear the gossip, sweetie. Okay. Anyways. So she's drinking a little bit, not too much and everything. So in walks the president's wife, and it's like, hey, bestie. So love your brooch. Tell me the gossip. She's like, how are you doing? Well, it's like last year you were so distraught
out, and we haven't seen you in a year.
Yeah.
So we're a little worried.
Yeah. So that's when she goes home, and she turns into fucking Columbo here. She is she gets into detective mode real fucking quick, which I also like. I just want to tell you right now, I love a nosy person and I love a detective. You know what I'm saying? So Michelle gets in detective mode. So she flips over this picture, which I'm all like, Michelle, you're smarter than me, because I'd have been like, that's just a fucking news clipping. But no, she flips it over.
No. It gets knocked over.
Oh yeah, that's right. It gets knocked over
mysteriously, and she goes to take it apart or something. And sees the missing girl thing in the corner on the back. Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
The newspaper clipping of her husband getting some award or something.
Yeah. But on the back, it's Madison Eliz, and I'm like, it's Elizabeth. Who wants to say her name? Her last name starts with an F, right?
And it does.
It does. So then she looks it up, and it's Madison Elizabeth Frank from the university.
The nice late 90s internet.
Dude, I can't tell you how much I loved everything about the technology in this movie. Like, whenever we watch old movies and they've got the big box computers, I'm just like, ugh, I love it and everything. I'll have to talk to you after we review this movie. I got things to talk about. Anyways, okay. So then she's all like, so she pulls up a picture of this woman. Oh, I can't pick it up. I can't pull it up here, but she's like, I found out who she was. It's at Madison Frank, yeah. And of course, he gets all pissed off at her and everything.
Which is a red flag.
red flag, which I'm like, yeah, I'm like, Harrison, you're not playing this right, dude. You know, you fucked up later on, but you need to play this right. Act like nothing is wrong, and you can keep going, but you're fucking up, right? We're real quick. Okay, so anyways, so she's calling left and right because she needs to find out what's going on.
She calls the local police department to see how the local investigation's going,
right?
And
which it's been like a year.
We classified it as a runaway.
Yeah. So she goes to talk to
Matt. 25 years old. Can you just say she ran away?
Yeah. So she goes over to Madison's mom's house. And Madison's mom house, watching the soaps. I love it. She's watching her stories. Love it. And she's like, my daughter was a good kid. She was really smart, so beautiful and everything.
She's like, you look a little old to be a student.
And be like,
oh no, we met at a party. And she's like, oh, that sounds like Maddie.
Which I just want to be like, when she said that, I'd be like, hey, don't be fucking rude. That was rude. Don't be fucking rude. All right. Like, I'm coming to you asking you about your dead daughter. You need to calm the fuck down. Okay. With your cats and everything. And she's watching stories. She's like, sometimes I don't even turn the volume up because, you just
know what they're saying.
You just know what they're saying. She's like, why are you here? and everything. I was like, again, Mrs. Frank, don't be fucking rude and everything. So she takes her to her bedroom.
Yeah, she goes from being real rude to all of a sudden, like, you want to see her room?
Yeah, you want to see her room and everything. And I just want to like, which, by the way, when she said that, I was like, yeah, where's her diary? Okay. If I just so you know, if I come to your house, if your bedroom door is unlocked, I'm reading your diary. Don't fucking think
if I ask to go to the bathroom, I'm going through your medicine cabinet. What drugs you're on.
Trust me, I'm finding out some info. Like, I'm not even joking. Like,
I'm finding out something to tell my husband about in the car ride on the way home. Yeah,
your shit better be locked down. Like, no fucking joke. Like, when we have a party, trust me, doors are locked. You aren't finding fucking anything out about my house. Okay. Anyways, I know how to lock that shit down. So anyways, so she goes. Now she steals a piece of this woman's hair, which I'm all like,
you gotta imagine is like from her first haircut when she was like a little kid or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I as soon as they showed the hair, I was like, oh, that's right. She steals that. I was like, Michelle, that's rude. That's rude, Michelle. Rude. Okay. You could have taken anything like a fucking like glove or something.
One of the photos.
Yeah. You didn't have to take her fucking hair. Anyway, so then she's seance mode now. She's all like, I'm gonna do this fucking shit.
Oh no, she's read the book. She's doing an incantation.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, right. It turned into Craft real fucking quick. Right. We need to review those movies. Anyways, okay, so then she turns into Madison Frank, like she gets possessed. Like all of a sudden, her eyes turn green and everything. And I was like, okay.
How does the husband not notice that? But all of a sudden,
I know, right? Like my wife's eyes are blue. If they went to fucking green, I'd be like, hey, you get contacts? What's going on here?
I didn't authorize that purchase. What the fuck?
Right. So then he comes home and he's getting an apple out of the fridge and she's got this like fucking like this completely
Madison's like, all right, we're gonna do this old school. Right. Let's go.
Yeah. So she takes the apple and she's like, it's forbidden fruit. You know that and shit. And she's like walking through the house and he's like, well, what's going on here? So he's following her and she's got her legs open, like she's ready to get down and dirty and everything. And I'm all like, all right, I'll call. I'm ready for this.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
And everything. So then she jams that apple into his mouth like he's a stuffed pig at Thanksgiving and shit.
And then breaks it off. And I'm like, oh, you could have taken a tooth. Careful.
Yeah, exactly. Here. And he's like too rough. And she's like, and I'm like, it's not fucking funny, bitch. That hurt. Okay. I don't know everything. And then she bites his lip and he's like, I said too fucking rough. I'm like, yeah, he said too rough, Madison. Calm the fuck down. I understand.
Well, he didn't give Madison a safe word. So
the safe word is always your mother's name. I just want to say nothing makes you softer than when you're fucking and they go, Janice, and you're like, what? You're like, I'm done. I'm just saying that's the safe word is your man's mom's name. That's the safe word because nothing will make you lose your boner harder, faster. I'm just saying. Okay. So anyways, so she's all kissing him and everything. And then, so she looks over and she sees in the mirror, Michelle Pfeiffer, but coming through the door while it's raining. Yeah. And that's when she looks over and she's still Madison. She looks over and she's like, I think she suspects something. He's like, who? And she's like, your wife and everything.
And he gets pissed.
Yeah. And he like knocks her off and everything. And he's like, what are you doing? And she's like, she's like,
I remember.
She's like, I remember you were fucking that whore. And I walked in. He's like, I'm sorry.
Student, how cliche.
How cliche. And he's like, I'm sorry. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, how could I do?
She looks just like me.
Yeah. And and he's like, and everything. So she leaves and she goes over to Jody's house and everything. And she's all like, can I stay with you? And Jody's all like, listen.
I knew.
Which I just want to say right now, I knew Jody was a fucking asshole friend. She's like,
Jody didn't tell her because she got into that car accident.
No, Vetta, that's not an excuse.
I don't disagree. It should have been brought up. Maybe not that day in the hospital, but she's had a year.
I also want to say I am conflicted because I always ask myself, like, what if I was out and about and I saw a friend that I was friends with the couple, and I saw one of them out to dinner with another person that was not their spouse. And it was very obvious that it was, not a business, luncheon or whatever. Would I say something? And I'm like, I don't know, because I'm not, I don't want to get involved in people's marriage and everything. But if it was my bestie, I would for sure fucking say something.
If it was a family member or my bestie, absolutely.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I have had it where we have been out to dinner and an associate, someone we know, whether it's through work or whatever, we've seen them out to dinner with somebody that wasn't their spouse, and it could not be mistaken as a business dinner because they were way too cozy.
And you don't want to say anything because you're like, I don't know.
None of my business. I don't know you people well enough.
Yeah, you don't know how
they're be in an open relationship.
Exactly. And the next thing you know, they're pissed off at you for some reason.
Now all of a sudden you're making shit up or what, you don't know.
Exactly. Okay. So then, but
we listened to Jody's whole little sob story on why she didn't say anything.
But Jody should have said something.
She had a year. She should not in the hospital. Fine,
exactly,
I'll give her not in the hospital, but a year. You've had a year.
Yeah, 2 months, 6 months tops, and you gotta tell her because, like I'm sorry, like he had a full on affair. If they just fucked once, okay, fine, you can let that go. But
bestie.
Yeah,
like you're there for her during the seances and the Ouija board and all that shit, and you can't tell her this.
Yeah, you're buying her voodoo magic and shit. You need to, from your oracle or whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, so she goes home, and she's all like, "All right." Oh no. She goes home, and Norman
electrocuted himself.
Has fallen in the bathtub because he has electrocuted himself in the bathtub. She's like, Norman, oh God, Norman, fuck me and everything. So she calls 911. They come over. He doesn't have the arrhythmia or whatever, and
the doctor does a house call.
Yeah, which is I'm like, look at you rich people, you know what I'm saying?
Rich people,
you
man.
Just stop it, like you don't.
I am not Doctor calls my house
I don't,
wealthy.
Then you know what doctor that would come over anyway. So she's all like, okay. She's like, Norman almost died. And he's all like, hey, listen, I know I fucked up, but can we please just work on this? And let's go away for the weekend. Let's try to work on our marriage. I love you. Let's do this kind of thing. So then
he finds the book.
But I don't think he doesn't find the hair though, because
no, he finds the book and he calls some professor of paranormal psychology.
Yeah, exactly. So then Michelle, she goes out to what is Michelle's real name in this movie? What's her name in this movie? Hold on. Claire. Ugh, Claire's a fat name.
Yeah, anyway, I was just gonna say that's all I think of is the Breakfast Club. Claire's a fat girl's
It's a family name. It's a family name. Anyways, so
fat girl's name is what it is.
So he goes out. He's like, Claire. And everything, and she's just staring off into space, like looking into that fucking lake, like the body's there, the body's not there. So then all of a sudden she's all like, and she just fucking dives in the water, and when she dives, she doesn't just dive, she fucking sinks down real quick, like there's a weight just holding her, like she just gets pulled down to the bottom of that lake, and he's like, Claire, and everything, and so he dives in after her, right? But what happens is she's going so fast that she dives in and she sees this box. There's a box. Now I have to ask you a question later on, but it's got this like flower heart shape on it, right? Okay. Yeah. Now remember, the key is the key. Anyways, so he pulls her up and he's like, what's going on? She's like, where is it? The hair. And he's like, this this is Madison's, and he lights that shit on fire. I'm like, good for you, light that shit on fire.
Fucking nut job.
Yeah. And he's like, we're gonna go away this weekend. Let's do this. And she's playing the cello, and she's like, she's gone. You feel that she's gone. I'm like, yeah, you feel that she's gone because he burnt her fucking hair and everything.
She's not gone.
Yeah, she's not gone. No. Ghost.
Movie's not over yet. She's not gone.
Bitches are angry even after you burn their ghost hair and everything.
Now they're just more pissed off because, like you said, they've already opened that genie or that bottle. The genie's out. The hair means shit now.
Yeah, Pandora has been opened, and she is one angry bitch.
And they go out on their sailboat.
They go on their sail. Oh, all right. Anyways, okay. And she mentions this little town. It's an art town that Jody had mentioned because that's where him and Madison were. Okay, so they go to Arcadia, whatever the fuck it's called. And while she's there, hold on, let me just fast forward. Oh, she sees in, hold on, that's the Adamant. Okay.
Yeah.
She sees this little shop, the Sleeping Dog, and she goes in, and there's all these little heart flower shape jewelry.
Like she realizes the necklace. This is where the necklace in Madison's picture came from.
And the key fits into the box that she saw at the bottom of the lake. So she's all like, it's time to go for a little swim. Harrison,
little midnight swim. You should not get in water by yourself at night. That's a bad idea.
Yeah, with a fucking flashlight. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, listen. You don't have the hair anymore, so it can't pull you down to the bottom of the lake. Okay, so you're just swimming with seaweed and shit and everything. Okay, so she pulls up that box, right? She opens it. Now, I just want to say, do they show what's in the box? Because I couldn't remember, and they don't. Because I don't think they show what's. Is it the necklace? Because I thought there was more in it than just the necklace.
There could be more in it. All I remember seeing is the necklace. See?
Okay. All right. So the necklace is in there. And I'm all like, okay, so the necklace is in there. But what else is in this goddamn box? Just a necklace? I mean, that doesn't prove anything. Like anybody could have bought that fucking necklace and put it in a box and throw it in the lake. But okay.
And it just happens to be the same necklace that Madison wore in her thing, and you just happen to have the key from when Madison was in your house. Okay,
all right.
God,
You make a
put
good
the pieces together.
You make a good point. You shut your whore mouth. Okay. Anyways, okay. So she's like, you did it. You fucking killed that girl. You fucking monster. And he's like, I'm sorry, I slipped. He's like, listen. He's like, I came home. She was already dead. So I took her body and I put it in the car, and then I drove it down to the dock or whatever. And I let it flow into the river or whatever. And then I was like, done. So she's like, you call somebody and you tell them what you did, you monster. And he's like, okay, fine. He's like, hey, I'd like to report a death in the family. And he's like, they're on their way. I'm going to go shower or something. She's like, okay. So
that's a weird time to shower when the cops are on the way to your house.
I mean, you want to be fresh and clean, you know what I'm saying?
Before you go to prison?
Yeah, before you go to prison. So she's a little like, I should question this. So she walks over and he called 411, which I would love to hear the other side of 411. I'd like to report a death. Sir, I'm information.
I think you meant to call 911, not 411.
I live at Halifax Road. My name is Harrison Ford. Sir, Indiana Jones lives at 411 Fairfax. Okay, you need to calm down, sir. And the Rohirrim chick. Anyways, so he attacks her from behind. And he puts that
Halotol, the paralytic.
Yeah, which she fucking like, and she
goes down like a pile of
but I'll give her credit because she's like, I'm gonna crawl until I can't crawl no more, and like the I can't crawl no more happens real fucking quick. But I'm all like, man, I feel like that rat lasted longer than you did, Michelle. But I give you kudos. And so he's all like, hey, he's like, sorry, but I had to do this. He's like, I thought
all I ever wanted was for you to love me.
Exactly. He's like, but I guess this has got to happen. So he puts her in the bathtub and he starts filling that shit up with water. And then he's on the phone.
And he's practically catatonic.
Dude. Yeah, she is. And she's just, so he calls Jody. He's like, hey, Jody. he's all like, me and Michelle got into a little fight, and she's and she kicked me out. Can you go over there and check on her tomorrow just to make sure she's okay? And then while he's about to drown her, he sees the necklace. He's like, what's this? What you got over here? And as he pulls it up, as she puts her down, he turns into the dead chick and everything. And he's like, fucking shit.
The shit out of him.
yeah, and everything. And he collapses on the floor
so hard on the sink.
Yeah. And because and bam, he's down for the count. It's like, shit. And so while he's doing that, she and he tries to get up, but he's all like, that fucking hurt. And I don't know what he was doing here, reaching out to her and everything, but he's like, God, that fucking hurt. And so he collapses. So she's like, this is great. He's fucking passed out, but I'm fucking dying right now.
Is kind of wearing off on her where she can move her feet. She's trying to pull the plug with the little bit of mobility she has of her toes.
Yeah. So she's able to stop the water and pull the plug because the shower head falls into the water too. And she's able to do both. She stops the water and she pulls the plug and the water drains. Which, like you said, so you see the little drain right there?
Yeah.
Right there? That would have stopped the water from going completely overboard. So, but I feel like she was already too under anyways. So she's able to.
Well, her head was below that, or at least her nose and her mouth were below that point.
Yeah. But so then she survives, right? And she looks over to the tub and Harrison's gone. Norman is gone. And I'm like,
shit. Left the building.
Yeah. She's like, fuck me. She's like, I'm not 100%. I don't know if I can fight this fucker. I'm not 100%. He's not 100%, but I feel like he's got the use of his legs. I don't even have the fucking use of my legs anymore. So she's trying to call or whatever.
She's like, I'll at least call for help.
Yeah. So then she goes out to, my favorite thing is she goes out to the stairwell and she sees him and she screams, even though he's like down the stairwell and everything. She's like, and everything. And I'm like, bitch, he is passed out. You're gonna wake him up. Calm down, bitch.
Well, my whole thing is like, why is she screaming? She knows he is like probably brain damaged with how hard he hit shit.
Yeah, and I love how she goes to grab the phone. I don't know about you, Vetta, but I would have just grabbed my keys and got the fuck out of there. I was like, you know what? I'll call from Jody's house.
She sees the cell phone on the charger. Grab the keys, the cell phone, get out. Who cares about the home phone landline? Deal with that later, not now.
Right. So she goes.
I love how she grabs the keys to the wrong car.
Yeah. So she grabs the keys to the truck, which has the boat on it. So she's driving and everything. She's like, I gotta get to the fucking middle of the bridge and everything. So she's able to dial into 911, but
and he is on the back of the boat, and we know this because his shoe falls off the back of the boat.
And he breaks into the car or whatever, and they get into a little scuffle, but they go into the water, right?
Yep.
And
during that time, she was able to call 911 and scream, "Help! We're on the bridge! Help,
we're on the bridge!" Yeah. And then the mast to the ship, it goes through the windshield, right? And then they're going through they're in the lake now. They're fucked.
And just by coincidence, they're at the same spot, the boat ramp where he dumped Madison's car.
Yeah. So they're sitting there, and Harrison Ford is all like, he's got a hold of Michelle Pfeiffer, and he's all like, listen, we're both gonna fucking die here. You're gonna fucking die here with me and everything. So he's waiting for the water to fill up the car. Or at least that's what I think he was doing. He's all like, we're both just gonna die. And Madison's body floats up and everything. And she's looking pristine, by the way, in that fucking water and everything. And Michelle looks over and just like, hey, Madison, what's going on, girl? What you doing?
Girl?
What you doing?
What you doing in this
month? Yeah, what's up with that?
I found who your murderer was. Right. We are thick as thieves.
Yeah, and Harrison, he's like, what are you looking at? And he just looks over and he's like, oh, hey, Madison. And Madison, of course, she's just like, hey, bitch, I'm coming for you.
Oh, yeah. The minute she turns, she goes looking pristine to looking she looks real fucking evil.
Yeah, she is gnarly, real fucking quick and everything. but he lets go of Michelle, and Madison comes up and she's like, I'm not letting go.
Nowhere,
yeah, you ain't going nowhere, bitch. She's like, I got you. And Michelle's able to get out, but then Harrison, he drowns.
Yep.
And Madison's body floats down to the bottom of the lake, and she's not looking so great. And then we fast forward to the graveyard.
In the winter.
Where she's visiting Madison's grave, and she walks away, and that's the end of the movie.
Yep. what's the right thing? Movies from this time. There are so many movies out there where the husband has killed somebody and the wife has to, solve it and, bring the loved one home. Because what's that one with Halle Berry that was around the same time where she is married to she's a doctor, a psychologist, and her husband's a psychologist, but he's a serial killer. Yes, it's a good one.
It is
and she's got to, get these women,
freed from,
because they're trapped or whatever.
But she was possessed by a victim and kills her husband and everything.
She keeps seeing them everywhere.
And Iron Man's in there and everything. It's so good. Anyways, okay. So, all right. So that, now I just want to say, when I first saw this, I didn't guess, the cheating and the husband did the whole thing. Although I should have, because it's always the husband, right?
It's always the husband.
But now every time I watch it, every time he goes, you find out that he had cheated and it was her. I was like, oh, what? Oh my goodness. I'm like, he's a bastard. I'm like, oh, leave him right now and everything. And then when he topples over, it's like, oh, the ghost is getting him. The ghost is getting him and then everything. Revenge from the dead. Okay. Is there anything from this movie that we didn't mention that you want to talk about?
No, but I hadn't seen this movie in so long. I remembered the premises of a ghost was helping her solve her own, like her murder, the ghost's murder. I won't lie. At first I was like, wait, is the neighbor the one that has the affair and kills someone?
Right.
And she finds out, and then the neighbor wants to kill her. And then eventually I was like, oh no, I remember it was Harrison Ford. He's the murderer. So yeah.
Harrison, you dirty dog. You're just killing bitches left and right. In the bedroom and, in real life. Okay. All right. Well, if there's nothing else you want to mention, I just want to ask one last thing. Would you recommend this movie?
Yes. Especially if you like late 90s, early 2000 movies, for sure.
And if you don't, we can't be friends. Like, I'm sorry, we can't be friends.
It's Michelle Pfeiffer and Harrison Ford.
Exactly.
Come on. That alone should put it on your list to watch if you haven't seen it. And if you have, to rewatch.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for listening to us, you guys. Make sure to follow us on Twitter at BSDrunkPod to stay updated. Also, if you listen to us on Apple Podcast or Spotify, please leave us a 5-star review, you guys, and say nice things because we really appreciate it. It helps us out tremendously. You have no idea how much it helps us out. We'll also be posting the video version of this to our YouTube channel, so be sure to check us out there. That's at YouTube at BS Drunk Movie Reviews. Also, we do have a Patreon, you guys, where we do. Sorry, I'm looking at you. Where we go through and we review movie franchises. We go from movie 1 to movie, whatever 15, and we go through all of them and we talk. We've done Scream. We've done I Know What You Did Last Summer. We've done the Jurassic Park series. We've done all of them. It's super fun. Go check it out. There's plenty of different levels to suit your interests and everything. The link for that will be in the description down below. But most importantly, guys, please don't forget to drink, recap, review, and repeat. Bye, you guys.
Bye, guys.